Hey y'all, Stretch more back here again. And I know I talk to you all a lot about time. Time is one of those things that I always talk about just being essential. Time is of the essence. Time is a tool. Time is a variety of things at the end of the day. But in recent times, and I'm not trying to even be funny with the whole time puns and all that. But in recent times, another occurrence came to my head, came my thought process about the way that time works. And what I simply want to talk to you all about really shortly and not for too long is utilizing your time wisely. Using your time wisely, utilizing whatever word you want to really use. The key that I'm really trying to focus on is how you use your time. Being smart with it, being, um, how can I put it? It's kind of difficult to put into words, but at the same time, it's really simple. Just being smart with your time, and how you use it. This is really just being intellectual, but time wise. And the reason why I want to touch on this is because I had something happen about a couple weeks ago. I was going to this event. It was on a Saturday, and me being in college and me being a college student, sometimes you really don't have much on your schedule. Sometimes you're kind of bored. Sometimes you don't really have much to do, and you're like, well, what am I going to do today? So I decided to go to this event, and I convinced another person to go as well. And the irony was simply this. There was one individual that we were trying to say, and try to tell them, like, hey, dude, like, you should come to this event with us, man. Like, it's probably just going to be like an hour of your time, or if anything, maybe a little bit over an hour. But at the end of the day, look, you have all this time. Why not use it for 1 hour? Also think about the example of going to church, but really going to worship service. The church is just the building, but, you know, I think about worship service. Whenever we're in worship service, we always talk about, well, we spend all these other hours doing things throughout the week. Why can't we spend an hour or two with each other? Why can't we spend an hour or two with each other as Christian brothers and sisters? And really, those two examples kind of hone in on something. And that's really just how time works, how we structure time, how we have taken the time to literally structure time into a format that we can really work with, and that's ours. And the reason why I want to talk about this is because what you have to comprehend is that, man, time is not promised. All of us, and I've said this before, all of us are dying every single day. We live and we die at the same time. Every day that we are living, we are dying. The more we live, the closer that we are to death. It's just simply reality. But at the same time, what you have to comprehend is that you have to be smart with your time because you only have so much time left. But then also you have to utilize your time in a way that is realistic, rational, and logical. And the reason why I say this is because what you have to comprehend is simply this. You don't know how many hours you have left in your life. In reality, all of us have a limited time period that we are really alive. And the reality of that is that you have to understand that we're not always even alive. When we sleep, we are practically dead. So what that means is that for a majority of our day, we're really sleep. And then the remainder, we actually are doing something, or we may not be doing anything at all, you know. And that's the danger of not utilizing your time correctly. You have to comprehend that some things are just going to be an hour of your time, and you're going to have all these other hours left in your life. And the sad and harsh reality about these hours is this. You know, you are only going to know how many hours you were really alive in your whole life until you're dead. So why not utilize those hours? Why not use those hours, minutes, whatever time frame you want to really use? Why not really carefully plan out things, you know? And that's what really hit me is, you are literally going to be alive for only X amount of hours. This is literally 1 hour of your time, and you'll have hopefully plenty of other hours left, Lord's will. But at the same time, it's not guaranteed. And so that's why I was really trying to convince this person, hey, what you have to comprehend is that time is literally of the essence. And on top of that, what you have to understand is that time is not guaranteed to you, time is not promised. And so you have to be conscious of how you use time simply because of the fact that, to simply put it, it's not guaranteed. None of this is guaranteed. It was not guaranteed that I would have the time to talk to you all and make this video. That's why I say the reality is simply this. You're only alive for X amount of hours. And the reason why I said, the only reason why I say hours and the reason why I hone in on hours is because the event that I went to was literally a little bit over an hour. And I was like, oh, just a little bit over an hour of my life. And that's it. So think about it. That's an hour that you could use. And Here's the negative as well. Sometimes you may go to something or you may do something, and you realize you just wasted time. You didn't use it carefully. You didn't use it wisely. So unfortunately, that's hours or minutes or how many, whatever time frame that you can't get back. I even thought about that today. I could have made this video earlier. So I wasted time. So this is why I say in a nutshell, at the end of the day, there are both pros and cons to this concept. You know, on one end, you understand that time is really, it's not a guarantee in life. You know, it's not guaranteed to any of us in reality. We're literally just moving with it. So you have to be conscious and be careful how you use it. It's a tool, it's a structure. And so really, as you go throughout this week, as you go throughout this day, think about your hours, think about your time, think about the minutes, think about what you're doing within those time frames. There are days where I know I just sit back and I definitely waste time and I hate doing it. I really do. And it's something that I'm trying to get better at. I feel like all of us need to really get better at that. But overall, you all, I really hope you all understood that in a nutshell. Honestly, just as I said, there's only so much time in the world. There's there's only so much time in the palm of your hands, and once it's gone, it's gone. It's not coming back. So Stretch more back here again. See y'all later. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Thanks for your time. Peace.